Hi, I'm Matt Gillick, aka Necromancer from Oath of Damnation.
And I am Jordan Reynolds of the Sound Garage, and I built Matt a gnarly guitar.
Beautiful beast of a guitar.
We'll run through a couple of specs of it. So overall, the main design, the shape of it is based off of a Ken Lawrence design, which he did as a one-off called the Spine Cleaver, probably 10 plus years ago, I think. And Matt came to me and said, can you build something pretty gnarly that looks like that? And we built another guitar for him, purple one, that may well have been seen in a number of video clips and many a gig over the last few years. And this is the second one I've done for him, which is very similar design, same body shape, but we've kind of improved a bunch of stuff ergonomically. So this one is multi-scale. It's also got slightly curvier body, a little bit different, and a bit of a crazy weird neck profile. Yeah, the body's a little bit slimmer. It's got a few more curves and contours than the last one to make it a little comfier, a little more lightweight. Although at the end of the day, I don't think there's probably too much of a difference between the two.
Pretty similar, really.
Yeah. Pretty similar weight-wise between them.
Yeah, I also wanted the floating tremolo.
Yeah, so this tremolo is made by Technology for Musicians, which is Italian, pretty sure Italian company, who basically make modular bridges that are really similar to a Floyd Rose floating style trem, but they're very adaptable. So you can use them for multi-scale guitars. You can adjust your intonation to tilt different angles, basically, which you wouldn't normally be able to do on a Floyd Rose. You wouldn't get anywhere near as extreme an angle. Because it's modular, it can work with virtually any angle. It's also a left and a right-handed trem in the exact same unit. You can just configure it slightly differently and you'll get a left or a right-handed. But it has virtually the same feel, and you basically treat it the same as a Floyd Rose.
Floyd Rose, yeah.
Yeah. Even has a Floyd Rose trem arm on it, so
yeah,
it's pretty much.
And it's nice and smooth and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
As far as the neck, it's a maple neck that's been stained like a grey colour, like liquid to play on.
Yeah.
The, stainless steel frets as well.
It's a maple fingerboard on a maple back. It's bird's eye maple, which is really cool, which is why you get the kind of gnarly looking pattern there. Also because it's got a gloss finish on it, which is just on the front of the neck, and the back of the neck's a satin finish. With a gloss finish, you get this really nice kind of buttery, seamless transition between the frets and the fingerboard, and it just kind of all feels really smooth and homogeneous, because naturally the lacquer kind of gets in and kind of fills a lot of gaps, and you just end up with this really smooth, buttery feeling fingerboard compared to, even really smooth, well-polished timbers like ebony and stuff like that. It's just something about a maple board that just feels a little bit more buttery on top of that.
Yeah, good for fast oath riffing and soloing.
All of the crazy oath shredding that you're doing at a million miles an hour.
Makes it easy with that.
Pickups. So we went through, originally had some guitar-y pickups, but they just didn't quite have enough guts to them, I guess, is really the simple, the output wise wasn't quite there. So we've thrown in some bare knuckles, more beef behind them, more output, but still nice and articulate
and very aggressive as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's one thing I do find I really like about the bare knuckles compared to things like high output DiMarzio's and stuff, is that you do retain, because they are very dynamic and articulate. The aggression comes across a lot nicer when you really get stuck into lower notes and stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. After trying it out for a few days, the note definition is there, the clarity is there, and
sometimes scarily
a
little bit, because it's so clear.
Every little mistake you can hear.
Exactly, but it does mean that you get really nice tight riffage, and for intricate riffs and stuff, it really helps kind of clean it up a bit.
Nice and fat and beautiful tone.
Yeah. So different to the last model. We've basically, the body shape's very similar, but we've kind of curved up a couple of things and changed the arm contour, kind of offset the top a bit as well, so it was a bit more angular.
That's right. Yeah,
that's right.
A little bit more sleeker, and it molds to the body really well.
Yeah.
So it's a bolt on as well.
So the back of the neck is So it's 3 pieces of maple, 1 bird's eye maple and 2 kind of plain maples, and then we've also got ash, which matches the body. We've got some ash stringers in there just to kind of break it up and look really nice. There's also a whole lot of carbon fibre, so all of my necks with any laminates, any joins in them, they all get 2 pieces of carbon fibre with every point where there's a join. So in this neck we've got, I guess, 8 sheets of carbon fibre, just adding extra strength and stability to it so that it shouldn't need too much adjusting over time. Yeah, so with the neck we have maple laminated, but one of the unique things about this one, this actually has like an ergonomic neck which changes shape up and down. So down the bottom here, there is a slightly more flatter facet, which is designed to help, once you're around this side of the neck, just get stuck into notes and really kind of anchor your thumb and have really good control on the bottom end. And then down this end of the neck we have the same thing but a mirror image, which once again kind of helps anchor for lead work, helps you lock control, makes it bends a little bit easier, and just kind of getting around the neck in general a little bit more comfy.
So it's super thin on the top of the neck here where your thumb goes. So
yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, so it's it's an asymmetrical neck that actually rotates. Not dissimilar to the same kind of concept that Strandberg used for their Enduro neck, but it's nowhere near as extreme as theirs. Theirs is a very flat facet. Anyone who plays a normal guitar can get on this and just kind of feel comfy. It'll feel different and unique, but they'll be pretty comfortable with it, as opposed to sometimes people do find the Enduro necks can be a little bit intimidating.
I found it really super easy to adapt to as well, you know,
exactly,
from a normal guitar.
Yeah, because I mean, and that's the thing. This is your first multi-scale. Yeah, adaptability wise, I guess.
Yeah, really easy, you know.
Yeah,
after playing for it for half an hour or so, you can, you know.
Yeah.
You've got your head around it, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. This one is I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think what did we do? We did a 25 to
25 and a half to
25 and a half to
27.
Was it 27? Yeah.
Yeah.
25 and a half to 27. Yeah. I can't remember. It's been a while. Yeah, which is just going to help beef up that bottom end, add a bit more tension, help a little bit with your intonation because of the balance in tension, and help with kind of just even string output and balance tonally across the whole thing. So
nice tension all over.
Yeah, you just don't end up with those slack low B and
floppy,
B flat.
floppy strings.
Yeah, exactly. Helps with all the chugs.
Definitely.
Yeah, so that's probably just about wraps up the guitar. Yeah.
All right then. Well, that's the end of that. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.
Rock and roll.
Stay metal.
Stay metal. Always stay metal.